Hey guys, welcome to Wrestle Kingdom latest news. Bobby Lashley teases a major comeback. The former WWE champion Bobby Lashley posted a workout video on his Instagram account. In the caption of the post he wrote, "Minor setback for a major comeback." As we have been reporting here, Bobby Lashley is expected to part ways with WWE following the expiration of the contract. And he is expected to join TNA or AEW. Speaking of AEW, MJF forced to drive 10 hours plus to AEW Dynamite due to travel issues. MJF talked to Twitter X to announce that he has been dealing with some travel issues as he heads to AEW Dynamite for his match with Kyle Fletcher. He tweeted, "All flights to North Carolina has been cancelled, most likely because no one in their mind would ever want to go to that garbage state, but since I'm an American hero and I have obligation to my country to kick Kyle Fletcher ass, I'm currently driving 10 hours plus to give Will Ospreay a preview of Wembley." And the reason why AEW suspended Dr. Britt Baker but not MJF. According to Wrestle Purists, all of these things are true. MJF did punch a wall, MJF did 100% go into the women's locker room. The question now is, and the question that many fans have been asking is, why he did not get suspended. The reason why he didn't get suspended is because of the context and order of these events. According to multiple sources, when MJF hit the wall, it was not a case of like he was in front of Dr. Britt Baker and he punched the wall right next to her. Apparently he had his interaction and he walked very far down the hallway where no one was there, and then he hit a wall, which is a different context than, like, in the women's locker room punching walls. The reason MJF is not suspended is because HR had all the details and the information and the footage, and they looked it all over and said, "Okay, you're not in the wrong here, you are just coming to defend your fiancé." Speak of AEW, the AEW president Tony Khan speaks about Shane McMahon. In a recent interview with ESPN, Tony Khan said, "I really enjoyed talking with him. He is a very smart person about wrestling and I thought he was a great guy. We have a lot of mutual friends and we both happen to be in Dallas. A mutual friend links us up, who is one of the bigger names in pro wrestling, and that friend put us on a group chat. I had a really nice talk and I really enjoyed visiting with him." The latest updates on Jacob Fatu. The Jacob Fatu's incident after the SummerSlam 2024. His status is completely unknown. On the latest edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said, "Whatever it is, it wasn't deemed that bad, whatever that means. I was told that he was hurting, but I was also told it wasn't that bad." And Jacob Fatu was later spotted wearing a medical boots, although he could walk on that leg, so it seems a good news. Speak of injury, Chelsea Green is traumatized from her ladder bump at WWE Money in the Bank 2024. On the recent edition of Bob Culture podcast, Chelsea Green said, "What was going through my head was regret. I should have never climbed this ladder. I knew this was going to happen. It was never going to end well, and I did not conquer my fear of heights. I have trauma now from it. So let's just wait and see what happens next Money in the Bank. I don't know." Another TNA star is coming to WWE NXT. The crossover between WWE NXT and TNA Wrestling is expected to continue in the coming weeks. Fightful Select is reporting that the former TNA World Champion Josh Alexander is expected to cross over with WWE NXT. CM Punk and the Viper Randy Orton are expected to show up at WWE NXT. NXT move to CW Network will see some of the promotion's top stars appear on the Gold brand in the first 2 weeks after the move. It was confirmed that CM Punk will appear at WWE NXT Chicago All-State Arena on October 1, the same venue where CM Punk returned to WWE, and Randy Orton will appear at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri on October 8. Tickets for both events are available. Updates on Odyssey John appearance. Odyssey Jones made a sensational debut last night on WWE Raw, helping the New Day against the Final Testament. The WWE Creative Officer Paul Levesque praised the Odyssey Jones. He said, "Strength, size, star power, and he is only getting started. Odyssey Jones is a game changer." Speak of praises, The Undertaker praised Logan Paul. During a recent edition of Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, The Undertaker put over the former WWE USA champion. He said, "What you have done with your platform for that title have been very impressive. You actually made that thing mean something. What you did, all the places you go, and with your brother you have got that belt. That's next level commitment, and that's made that belt relevant again." Two of AEW stars are expected to leave AEW and join WWE. According to a report from Wrestle Purists, AEW Lucha Brothers are not expected to renew their contract with AEW. As for Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero, Next Destination, there is an overwhelming belief within AEW that these two luchadors are expected to join WWE. The AEW Collision ratings are down compared to previous week, and WWE Monday Night Raw ratings are higher in Sci-Fi Network compared to last week. Adam Pearce explains why he did not stop the attack on Seth Rollins during WWE Monday Night Raw. The big Bronson Reed assaulted Seth freaking Rollins during last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. And Adam Pearce explains why he did not stop the attack. Adam Pearce stated that he was escorting Drew McIntyre out of the building following his furious promo with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. And big Bronson Reed picked the perfect time to attack the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. The AEW star, which is expected to join WWE, was seen with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill was spotted with Ricky Starks, the AEW superstar, following the last night edition of Monday Night Raw. Jade Cargill took to her Instagram story today to share that AEW star Ricky Starks was training with her. Bryan Danielson speaks about going back to WWE. He said, "I would never say never, but it would have to be in a situation where I felt going back would benefit the industry. For example, if in 10 years something drastically changed with their creative process and AEW had completely taken over, making it one-sided business, then I might consider it. But I love where I am right now. I'm also not under contract, so realistically, I just want to be free. As for a Hall of Fame ring or other accolades, I have no interest in those. None whatsoever." And WWE appears to have planned the seat for the original Bloodline to reunion once again. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Jamie Uso, and Roman Reigns. The AEW superstar Britt Baker reportedly cast in a popular Netflix TV series. Dr. Britt Baker is currently at the center of some controversy involving her suspension within the company. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.